So my first topic that I want to talk about is, well, it relates to a guy that I met at M&P's a couple of weeks back. That was a couple of weeks back, but yeah, it's about 2 weeks back. By the way, I don't know this guy in front of me, you know, he's just magically turned up in front of me. I love when that happens, because I love to hear whatever bike that is. Oh, it's the Popo! It's not the Popo, it's the Ambulance. But, anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I met this guy up in, well, it's pre-judging, and then just completely invalidating your point that you just made. Pretty much met this guy, and he went to me. I saw him. M&P's, I'll go back a little bit. M&P's is a motorcycle shop, sells motorcycles and accessories. Not much. And he was outside, obviously, with his friend, and he was a learner himself. And he went up to me and he went, how much for one of those Yamahas now then? And I went, oh, it's 3.8 I paid for this, I said. And he went, oh. I went, what do you mean, oh? So, what do you mean, oh? So I said, what bike you got then? And he went, oh, I got some Chinese thing. And I went, exactly. I'm proud to say what my bike is. If I say Yamaha to you, you go, oh yeah, Yamaha, good bikes they are, you know, and it sparks off a story. You know, if you talk to some older people, and they're like, oh, do you ride a bike? Do you? Yeah, I ride a bike. Oh, that's good, that is. And like, yeah. And they're happy to talk to you. You go, what bike you got? Oh, I got, why do you think, I paid this price for this bike for a reason. You know, mainly it was because of the name, but it's because it's a talking point as well. You know, they're amazing bikes for what they are. No, I don't expect the earth out of this bike, but I expect a good bit of fun just going around. Me concentrating on what the hell this car's doing in front. It's alright. But yeah, he just completely invalidated his point. And he went, oh, they're all 125s at the end of the day anyway. You know, they're all Suzuki engines. So I done a little bit of research when he said they're only okay, yes, they are only a 125 engine. But, you know, this bike produces some of the top specs for a 125. Obviously, if you're looking at, you know, an Aprilia RS 125, then obviously that will have a decent amount more than a 125 normally gives. You know, like in the high, like 25 plus kind of range for HP. You know, this produces 15 or 11 kilowatt, whichever way you want to think about it. And I believe, like I said, he had an SYM Wolf, I think it was. You know, those produce somewhere around, well, even a Honda CBR produces 9.4 kilowatts, so 11 brake. So this producing 15 is, I say, pretty decent. So at the end of the day, when he says, yeah, it's only a 125 and they're all Suzuki engines in the end, does your bike perform like mine? No. Like I said, he just invalidated his point when, you know, he went, oh, I only spent 1,300 on my bike. And pretty much what he meant was, like, at the end of the day, we've got the same bikes anyway. And like, why? No, I get 65 out of it. I do that. Okay, but do you have fun, as much fun as I do? No. Me spending my money is no business to you. But anyway, on the lighter note, 10B, awesome. Well, not in 10B yet. Yeah, but that bloke really annoyed me. He just said, well, yeah, but they're all the same at the end of the day. Well, yeah, okay, yes, they are all the same at the end of the day. But then, no, it's my business what I've spent on the bike, not yours. If I want to spend 3,800, then I will. You know, I had the option to spend that amount, so I spent that amount. Yeah, I do get people, but the bike has been getting a lot of attention in the past like week or so. You know, they've been people going, how do you get down on an L plate? Things like that, and it's just like, what do you mean, how do I get this on an L plate? But anyway, I'm going to pull in here just to turn the camera off now. I'm going to wrap it up. But anyway, I'm probably will see you at Carmarthen. I may give you a little bit of an update in Carmarthen. There's not too much point of me there's not too much point of me doing it all the way there, because really I wanted to do a vlog in Temby, not really down here, because I have been here plenty of times. You probably noticed this bit from my from Pinghead, as it only is just up there. But anyway, I'll talk to you very soon, and what I'm going to do now is the typical is the very typical thing of going, I'm going to go, ugh.